Turns out the CO2 system had a leak. So it looks like we're gonna have to do a little bit of a treatment here in the fresh water. So we have been using both lights and our do-it-yourself CO2, but it turns out the CO2 system had a leak and we weren't getting a lot of actual CO2 in the water. I was noticing the drop checker was just staying blue. It wasn't turning green like it's supposed to. And did some pH and hardness tests, and it turns out that our CO2 was only about like 12 to 15 parts per million, and we were shooting for more like 25 to 30. So with these bright lights, we have started to get some algae. Here, let me turn the camera around. All right, so you can see we started getting a little BBA growing on the roots, or not really the roots, but the root structures of the Java ferns. A little bit here down on the base of the Pogostigmon. So we are going to do a blackout treatment on this. So you can see I've already put an air stone in there to help oxygenate the tank, and it's gonna spend about 4 days in complete and total darkness. I'll turn the light on briefly to be able to feed the fish, but beyond that, we are going to let this chill out, relax, and the plants will be fine, but that'll help us get a leg up on the algae, and I think I've got the CO2 system straightened out too, so stay tuned. Let's see how it goes. So we are going to go ahead. We are now 4 days straight in total darkness for these guys, except we opened it to feed him and stuff a couple times. So we're gonna start with just taking the blanket off and let them get a little bit used to the light. And then I will actually do a water change a little bit later.
The glare is awful.
No, they're fine. Look at the little school of these guys, they're great.
Oh, are these the embers?
Yeah, no, we haven't revealed our new fish. Oh, yes we have. But I don't know what I'm talking about. But get them used to a lower light, and then I'll turn one bulb on, and then we'll turn the other light on later.
Yes.
But
so it's more fully
I'm gonna
adjusted.
do a water change a little bit later, and hopefully some of the more stubborn algae that we've been dealing with should be dying back a little bit.
Yes.
And give the
Well,
plants
let's
a leg
hope
up.
so at least.
Yep. See the crypt? It's reaching for the light. That's what it does. It lays flat against the bottom normally, and now it's all straight up and down because it's trying to find light. So, but what happens is the algae dies off from the lack of light way before the plants do. The plants just kind of go dormant, and that helps the plants get a leg up because we started, like I said, we had some wonky CO2. So,
now let's see.
So give these guys just this
little
amount
bit
of light
closer?
for a while, and then we'll crank it up later.
I don't see any algae. Well,
No, it already looks cleaner. I
see
can
you
tell.
guys later.
So the blackout treatment has done really well, actually. If you can take a look here, I got some CO2 bubbles running now, but the what's left of, you can kind of see on the base of this plant, what was left of the BBA that was on the base of these Java ferns, which are really just growing back from being in a holding tank, has turned red, which means it's died, and it is the plants are doing really well, especially now that we've stabilized our CO2.